Hey guys, it's me, That One Weeb, back with another What If episode, and I am so sorry this week for missing 2 of the days of my What If schedule postings. I had some stuff going on. I have a math test going on this week, and I had some school events I mentioned in a previous video, and it's been intense. I've been studying this weekend, having as much time to do videos and stuff, but this is a part of a video that you guys have been looking forward to, which will be accompanying another part just as a thank you gift for what if Naruto was an alchemist from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. And last time, oh, by the way, sorry, before we get into the episode, I just wanted to mention here that I have a new video editor that I'll be using this episode. That my old one was like $10 that I bought, and it was terrible, so I really couldn't do anything besides like some stuff, but I'm experimenting with this new video. So if you guys want anything, like if you want like, I don't know, manga panel background screens like what Anime X does and Tyler in them, or if you want like some pop-up sticker images like what Tyler and the Masked Man does, or just like a slide background thing, or like gameplay or anything from games, like I could totally do some Naruto Shippuden or some other stuff. If you guys want that, make sure to comment down below that and some other what if suggestions. And if you guys want to interact with me on a more personal level, I'll be creating another YouTube channel, and also I have a Discord that'll be coming up soon. My other YouTube channel I'll be announcing in the future, which will be me doing like gaming videos and like making music and stuff, since I already love doing that. Don't worry, it's not singing. My voice isn't that good yet, I think. But it's basically gonna be music that I make for like game music and like piano remixes and stuff, since I'm kind of a band kind of kid. Anyway, let's hop right into what you guys came here for. What if Naruto was an alchemist from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Part 4. Let's hop right into what happened last time. Last time, for those of you who came for the emotional scene in Part 3, Naruto sacrificed his left hand all the way up to the elbow, and is currently bleeding out, to completely bring Sasuke back to life and heal all of his injuries, and also destroy Haku. When he did this, it basically unlocked all transmutation circles once he learned the truth, as well as unlocking Kurama's chakra. Once he did this, he completely bodied Haku, just smashed his mask in half and killed him. It was nasty. It was pretty great. But moving on from there, currently Naruto's bleeding out, and he sees Zabuza as he dies. As Kakashi and everyone is about to lay the sword next to Zabuza, the executioner blade, Naruto remembers something. As his intelligence has gone off by seeing the truth, he realizes what he can do. He tells Kakashi to wait, and he brings the sword. Tell him to bring the sword over to him. Naruto's Kyuubi chakra is beginning to fade at this point, as he's lost his anger, and now his arm is beginning to bleed again. Kakashi hurries over to the sword and asks what he needs. Immediately, he tells Kakashi that he needs one of his hands. Kakashi takes his left hand and puts it around Naruto so that Naruto can put his right hand against Kakashi's left. He tells Kakashi to push chakra through his hand so that way Naruto can use it. Kakashi does as he's told, and Naruto forces Kakashi's chakra and his own to meld the Zabuza's blade, the executioner blade, and transform it into his new left arm, as you guys commented here, here, and here. And now, Naruto gets up, Kakashi feeling quite drained and not knowing what just happened. Naruto finishes using alchemy, and has now wields the executioner's blade on his arm, from the elbow up. It's completely made of metal, and it looks just like Automail from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. In this version, though, because the sword's will has a mind of its own, as all of the 7 swords of the mist do, it still has a blade projecting from the arm just over his knuckles. So it looks as almost he has like an arm, like do you guys know that one of those swords that you put on your arm, like your forearm, and it sticks out, and it's like a blade that just goes over your knuckles, like trench knives? So Naruto's hand itself is basically a sharp bladed weapon, even though it has hands and it has fingers and hands, and I'll probably put an image of what I mean on screen. But basically, this is his hand now, and he has full function of it as he forces his chakra paths to go through the new metal arm. So now he can actually wield chakra and alchemy through it, as well as move it using his chakra, similar to the Puppet Master Jutsu, but more easier since it's using his chakra connectors and veins, as well as chakra points. Naruto, getting up now, looks over to Sasuke and sees that he's alright. Naruto begins to tear up and tells him that he was worried about him. and that he was being a big idiot for trying to do something like that to save him. Sasuke smiles and tells Naruto thank you. Immediately, Naruto lets a single tear fall down his face, and he says that he'll protect all of his friends from now on. Sakura, on the other hand, is horrified that Naruto just lost his arm by literally sacrificing it to a god. None of them knew this happened, but his arm just disappeared and faded away into dust in front of them, and then Sasuke was fine, so they don't know what went on. Eventually, when Kakashi sees what happened, he comments up to Naruto that the legendary warrior Tsunade actually has very similar powers to his own, which Naruto decides he'll think about later. Kazuna thanks the group and says that they'll name the bridge after Naruto in honor of him, and thank him for all the sacrifices he had made to save them and their village. Naruto waves as the bridge builder waves back, and they all walk back as the Great Naruto Bridge is being constructed. When Naruto and the gang head back, for a while they take a little rest after such an intense mission. After that mission, though, they begin walking the streets again, and Naruto says hello to Konohamaru. Konohamaru is hanging out with Naruto when Konohamaru accidentally bumps into Kankuro. Kankuro turns around and picks up the little kid and says, what's this brat doing to me? Naruto immediately looks up and says, what are you doing to him? Kankuro, on the other hand, asks what he's going to do about it if he does anything to this kid anyway. Naruto clasps his hand together and his other hand, which Naruto's wearing gloves, by the way. Naruto has a red coat on after he got back that he decided to wear, as he was going to keep his new arm a secret from everyone for now, as he didn't feel comfortable sharing how he had done human transmutation to save his friend. He didn't know if anyone knew what that was besides him now, but it was considered taboo among fellow alchemists as he had received from the truth. So Naruto's wearing a red cloak around him with a hood on it, as well as two black gloves over his hands. He clasps his hands together and says if he doesn't put him down, then he'll take one of his legs. Kankuro laughs at this and says, bet. So then he pushes his hand forward so fast that Kankuro can't react and touches his left leg, immediately phasing it off for a second. Kankuro, being shocked, drops Konohamaru and begins screaming in pain as blood starts leaking out. Naruto then immediately seals him back up using alchemy, as as long as it's fast enough to where the nerves don't die, he can reseal people and heal them, which he hadn't tried to that point, but he thought it was a good idea. Gaara sees this strange ability that this man is possessing and asks what his name is. Naruto looks at him and says, my name is Naruto Uzumaki, but you can call me the Metal Ninja. Gaara looks towards him, and his eyes open a little bit as he sees that Naruto is seeing many things, his eyes shadowed. Gaara tells him that his name is Gaara of the Sand. He then looks up towards where Sasuke is hiding in the tree and says for him to come down. Sasuke jumps down. He says that his stealth is excellent, even compared to some of the assassins who tried to kill him. He then asks Sasuke what his name is, and then Sasuke replies that his name is Sasuke Uchiha. Gaara tells him that they're both his rivals and that he'll kill both of them in the exams. The both of them, looking confused, see as the Sand Trio walk away. Naruto begins thinking about an idea of what he might be talking about and why 3 Sand Ninja were in their village. Kakashi later arrives and decides to have a meeting with Sakura, Sasuke, and Naruto. Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura all meet up in the field, and Kakashi asks them, do you want to do the Chunin exams? They all agree and decide that they want to do so. For the next week before the exams, all of them train their hardest, even Sakura, as after seeing Naruto sacrifice his arm like that for a mission just to save Sasuke, she felt like she wasn't pulling her own weight, and that if Naruto could be something like that, even though he was the worst person in the academy, then she has to be at least 10 times better to save her Sasuke. So she just begins training harder and tries to learn Genjutsu. At least that's what she thinks she'll do, as Kakashi told her it's her only aspect that really shines other than her chakra control. She looks to Kurenai, one of the masters of the team senseis of the other teams. Kurenai says that after the Chunin exams, she'll consider helping her out, as she doesn't want to give an edge to a fellow team before the Chunin exams. Sakura digresses and continues working on her taijutsu skills and strength. Sasuke, on the other hand, is beginning to work on controlling the Sharingan more after he had awakened it in the battle against Taku. He has finally, after that week, attained basic control of the 2 Tomoe Sharingan. He can use it for short periods of time without hurting his eye, but he's basically mastered all of one Tomo Sharingan. Naruto, on the other hand, has basically understood, I said basically a lot, he understands a lot about transmutation as well as alchemy, much more than he did in the original timeline, much more than he did before he had received the truth. He can now transmutate without using transmutation circles, and is way faster using alchemy, making it much more applicable skill for battle. He decides that this will be his main weapon in the training exams, and that's the only edge that he has over the rest of the competitors. He works on how fast he can imagine something in his head and then alter it in real life. As he does this, he realizes that he can do lots of different things with alchemy, and it's beginning to appear to him that he has many different skills. Then, the team decide to head over to the tuning exam building. When they walk up to the tuning exam building, some of the tunings that are there are still using genjutsu. Naruto, whose intelligence is about maybe 150% higher than the original timeline, basically sees through this genjutsu before Sakura or Sasuke. With his eye, he can see that this is clearly a genjutsu and dispels it, shocking them as he punches them so fast and hard with his metal hand that the first tuning gets knocked out and has a cut across his face, even though he didn't see what even hit him. Naruto then looks the other way and asks if he wants the same treatment. Sasuke about to jump in and take them. He runs and he decides to run away, and it's not worth crushing these newbies. When they walk in, Rock Lee actually confronts them as well. Rock Lee says that he's heard all about the great alchemist Naruto, and as well as Sasuke, and says that he wants to test Naruto's unique skill that not even the third Hokage had mastered. He then looks towards Naruto as Naruto looks back to him. Sasuke, being annoyed at this point that he thinks he's being overshadowed by Naruto, says that he'll fight Lee first, and tells Naruto to hang back. He rushes towards Lee, and then immediately turns on his Sharingan, battling Rock Lee. Rock Lee, using his superior taijutsu skills, is pretty easy to outspeed and blitz Sasuke. Sasuke, getting pushed down in the fight, falls to the ground. Naruto decides to take the challenge up next, pushes forward, and begins his strike against Lee. He pushes his hands to the ground using alchemy and shoots a wall of earth that blocks Lee's attack. Lee, being shocked at how he can do this, even though he heard that you need to draw a circle with this chalk in a very specific pattern in order to use this ability, after he heard from Might Guy about it, is surprised and actually caught off guard. Naruto uses the chance to pick up one of his kunai out of his belt, throw it, and then transmutate it in the air to make it thin and sharp like a senbon. This sped it up, as well as making its mass lighter. Then he solidifies it back together as a normal kunai, which sped it up and gave it more power. This rockets toward Rock Lee, who barely has time to dodge underneath it, as it shaves a bit of his hair off of the top of his head. He's deciding if he should use the primary lotus because this Naruto is way too good. Then Guy Sensei comes leaping out of the air and punches Lee in the face. Lee falls over and tells him that he won't use that technique and that Guy tells him to save some of his cards. They head into the first exam for the tuning exams, and the tuning exams officially begin. If you guys want to see a part 5 to What If Naruto Was an Alchemist, then make sure to comment, like, and subscribe to this channel, and I'll make sure that you guys can see some more videos of this. The next video that'll be coming out will be What If Naruto Was the Avatar? The next part 4 for that as well. So if you guys enjoyed this, thank you so much for watching, and again, sorry this is late. Tell me how you like the new editing style. See you guys. Bye.
It's black and white.